Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review on a gorgeous Thursday afternoon. You have to remember now, because of these days, they all like one. Today I'm going to be reviewing this fella from Lincoln Green Brewery, based in Hucknall, Nottinghamshire, Marion, and it's their Pale Ale. It is a 4.2% Pale Ale. What does it say? It's full-bodied and faithful to the end. A pale ale packed with citrus, hops and balanced with biscuit malt finish. Brewed a little stronger than our standard cask version. That's good for me, I don't like it weak anyway. Not because I'm an absolute heavy drinker, shall we say, for want of a better word. So my daughter's just been to B&M and non-essential items, aisles with non-essential items are being fenced off. You cannot buy them. Baby's clothes, which, I've got to be honest, if you've got a baby, baby's clothes are essential, surely. So she's been there. And then she's got it to Tesco's and she's in the queue outside, because now they're adopting this 2 metre distance. Every shop can only have X amount of people in the shop. And so only so many allowed in at a time. And she even said that it looks like the beer aisle had been blocked off. Jesus. We don't want none of that. 3 months of no beer. It's suicide everywhere. So, nice golden to amber pour, whitehead, good lacing around the edge, a little bit of carbonation, but this glass, I don't think this glass is one of them that does carbonation. Faint, subtle citrus on the aroma. Oh, quite twangy. It's the second you it takes from your mouth, really twangy. Now, Lincoln Green make probably one of my absolute favourite beers. They make Buttermuch, which is a butterscotch flavoured beer. And yes, I got a 9-pint box for Christmas, like a barrel in a box, a bag in a box sort of thing. And you've only got 2 days to drink it. Well, let's say it didn't take 2 days to drink it. But yes, it was a jolly appreciative present from the wife. Although the way things are going, I don't think I'll have even seen any birthday presents this year, because my birthday's in June. And I've got to say, if they're putting us in a 3-month lockdown, well, the 3-month lockdown for all on the vulnerable list, that takes me basically up to my birthday. So bit of strange old birthday, but hey, what must. So yeah, no beer at Tesco's. That can't be right. They can't be blocking the beer aisle off as not essential. Surely it is bloody essential. I mean, I'd have thought anything over 40% is essential, because if anything over 40% kills coronavirus, yes, you've got to get it to your lungs. But surely somehow you drinking that and it going through your body might get to your lungs anyway. Unless you inhale it, I don't know how you do that, don't ask me. I've read it up on the internet, it looks, I don't know where you get dry ice from. I know where to get ice out the fridge, but that's another matter. So yeah, I've just spent an hour trying to get I'm starting in the beer room now, starting to get it back to normality, and it was a bit of a tip. Trying to get my game consoles working and finding out what they're connected to, and you think it'd be as easy as that, wouldn't you? No. I forgot my TV's dead awkward, and you can't use the remote to change channels. You have to change channels, or with the buttons on the side. And it's like learning how to redo TVs again. And with some of these older game consoles, the resolution doesn't look great on the big TVs. So, because obviously today's new HD TVs, in the old days it was all CRTs. So the new TVs don't really play ball, shall we say. Everything looks weird, it don't look right. I mean, I know the graphics have come on over the years, but they weren't that poor when they came out. So, yeah, nice tasting. A pale ale, obviously this time of the year, especially when it's been as gorgeous as it is. I mean, if you're going to be in a lockdown situation, and the weather is absolutely brilliant. You can sit down outside in it, especially if you're in the sun. Not so good if you're in the shade, but brilliant weather to sit down and chill out here. You know, get can't think of the word now. You know, get chilled out, forget about what's happening in the wide world, and try not to look at the news. Depressing. So, if big supermarkets are going to be blocking off the beer aisles, or they've sold out of beer and that's why they've blocked it off, I can only assume that's the case, because why would you block beer off? I mean, clothes aren't essential. I can understand in some ways blocking clothes off, but babies' clothes, I don't understand that. That's a weird one, isn't it? I mean, people have got babies. If you need more clothes, where the hell are you going to get them? Can't go for 3 months in you know, staying in the same size. It's a weird one. I mean, I would have thought if the supermarkets are open, surely you can just buy whatever you like from the supermarkets. My son went to Sainsbury's and there was no such. He didn't say there was anything there. However, he did say that people were not sticking to the 2 metres away thing, and you know, it's going to be a way of life for the next 3 months, 3 or 4 months probably, or anything up to 6 months. Strange old times. Me, well, just take it as you find it. I mean, being a gardener, obviously the next 3 months, grass grows, weeds grow, and because it's not classed as essential work, at the moment at least, then it's still going to start getting very long and looking very scruffy, unless they allow me to come in, quickly blast over the mowing. The weeds can be controlled by spraying, but then again, I don't want to be out. It does make you wonder if you're allowed to. If you're self-employed, I'm sure that it is essential for you to carry on your work. And I've just read an email that states that the Departments of Works and Pensions, hospitals, will still need their grounds looking after. So the staff working on them sites will still carry on as normal, because of the need to be able to, you know, for it not to get overrun, scruffy and all that. So, but councils, looks like they're going to stop gardening, and we're going to have a really scruffy. It'd be like everything's gone back to nature by the end of the year. It's going to be a very interesting 3 months. Unless you get a drought. And if you get a drought, or conditions like we had 2 years ago, then stuff won't grow anyway. So in that case, stuff won't grow, and it's a good thing to leave it a bit longer, to let it. So interesting times. It's like the climate says, right, you know, it's very interesting. I mean, I'm sure the earth is repairing itself because of so many planes, trains, cars, lorries off the road, buses, you know, everything's been scaled down to a very, very small amount. And if that's happening in Britain, it's happening throughout the world. There's a lot less pollution in the world. Will that tip the balance back? And if you was a conspiracy theorist, I used to watch X-Files, and some of the conspiracy stuff in that, it did make you question things. And obviously, you would hope that this was just a case of somebody eating the wrong thing and it's spreading worldwide. But could you imagine if it was a conspiracy thing, and this was a biological weapon that they've put into the general population, and if it was controlled by governments or a hierarchy of governments, you know, above our government sort of thing, a shadow government, so that sort of thing, you know, as in X-Files, and in a way to get rid of a lot of people on the planet, to drop the climate down. It does make you wonder. You see all these people, and you can call them barn pots, but a lot of them have got valid claims about it all, saying it's manufactured to get rid of a lot of the older generation, because the older generation are causing such, well, they're living older, aren't they? You know, life's better these days. It's not like the old 150 years ago. And they're saying it's a way of getting rid of a lot. I mean, let's hope not. And, you know, let's hope none of us lose anybody we love. But it does make you wonder, yeah. So, good to see Lincoln Green have reopened anyway. I've seen on the website this morning. And if you can support your local breweries, I suggest you do. You know, at the end of this, we're going to need as many of these local breweries, because there's going to be a lot of parties, hopefully. By the time 3 months come, I'll not have nothing to do, because already, in the last couple of days, I've gone through the garden. The garden's looking great. I've done all the painting. I've been brewing like mad, and I like to keep busy. And it's going to get to the stage where I've done everything. You know, I'll end up going through, stop playing video games and going through video games from 20 years ago that I really love. But yeah, in some ways, it's nice to get the chance. It's nice to get the chance to be away from work for such a long time and enjoy a bit of life. We can but see. So, golden pour, good lacing, still got good lacing now, nice white head on it, subtle citrus aroma, subtle citrus aroma, same in the taste, very crisp, very refreshing, very decent, very re-drinkable as well. And I've had this before anyway, you know, it's not the first time I've had this. There's a pub close to me, Robin Hood and Little John, and a great pub. And what I do like about these pubs, just going off on a little tangent, is the fact that you can go in, you can get, you know, they've got a good range of beers in Lincoln Green pubs, and that's, for me, is the key these days. And why a lot of pubs go out of business is because there's not enough offer, not enough on different beers to try. If you go into a pub and there's anything up to 20 different real ales, why would you bother going anywhere else? You sat down with your mates, having a laugh, enjoying new beers, and then even at the end of the night, you've got these take-home jobbies. They do, I think it was 2 and 4 pint take-homes, cardboard things. I got them from Sadler's Brewery when I went there, and you can fill it up, go home, take a couple of pints home as well. What's not to love about that? And when I went in the Lincoln Green pub, we used to meet my old Sainsbury's mates in there, good days, and they'd allow dogs in there, and the dogs were quite well behaved, and they even had dog beer, flipping dog beer, and we bought my dog a bottle, you know. I was going to do a review, but there's a bridge too far. I'm not drinking something that's made for dogs. But anyway, so out of 5, 4.2 out of 5. Very nice, very refreshing, and always good to support a local brewery. Right, thanks for watching, stay safe, cheers.